Welcome back to Whitehouse, Texas, here for the second half of Texas high school football. The Lake Tyler rivalry between the Whitehouse Wildcats and the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. It was a first half dominated time of possession by the Wildcats. 2 interceptions defensively for Whitehouse, and that is what has given them the 13-0 lead. It was a 70-yard 13-minute first possession drive for Whitehouse that gave them a 7-0 lead. A couple of interceptions offensively for Chapel Hill's quarterback Demetrius Brisbane, and they set up a Whitehouse touchdown, a 8-yard pass to Julius Simmons. The PAT was blocked by Chapel Hill, and that is what has given us the 13-0 score. Chapel Hill will receive here to start the second half, and we are on our way, as it is Malik G., the junior quarterback that is in right now for Chapel Hill. Ricky Stewart, the senior running back, to his right. So we'll see if Demetrius Brisbane, who got kind of shaken up on that as he was making a tackle after that interception, as G fires over to the far side. Malik Brown pushed out of bounds. Good enough for a first down for Chapel Hill. And it looks like quarterback and defensive back Demetrius Brisbane is back on the sidelines, but without his pads. So it seems like his night is over for the senior quarterback, who's headed to Baylor next fall. His night is done, and it will be Malik G on offense for the quarterback for Chapel Hill. But right now, the Chapel Hill defense got to find a way. Adams back to pass, throws it up. That's a little bit of a miscommunication, I believe, as Hooker was running a post route, and Adams just way overthrew him. As Ashton Park comes back to punt for the Wildcats. Back to receive for Chapel Hill. The do-it-all man, Trevor Brooks. Ball bounces at the 31-yard line and out of bounds. It's where the Chapel Hill offense will take over at their own 30. Hand off to Ricky Stewart on the far side. Finds a little bit of a crease, and Ricky Stewart across the 40, and Ricky Stewart is going to be gone. Touchdown, Chapel Hill. One play, 70 yards, touchdown.
70 yards on that run.
And that is how fast the Chapel Hill offense can score. One play, 12 seconds. And just like that, the Bulldogs are back in this game. All right, Lakem back in the gun for Whitehouse. He's going to hand it off to Lindsey on the far side, and it's Trevor Brooks coming around the edge and making the stop. No gain on the play. Trevor Brooks around the edge. Matthew Walker there to help him clean it up. And you can see a little bit of the momentum now starting to build with this Chapel Hill team. Lakem again, that one's going nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1, and that was Trevor Brooks coming off the edge, making the tackle, even when they're trying to get away from him. Brooks coming around and making a play. Ashton Park will punt. Trevor Brooks to receive for Chapel Hill. And again, Chapel Hill's just one play away from changing this game significantly. Park with a nice kick. That one's going to be caught by Trevor Brooks. Maybe dangerous with a couple people around him, but it doesn't matter as he's across the 45-yard line. A great return. When you look at the score, this is a little bit of an interesting game, but again, when you realize that he hasn't had a ton of success, as Ricky Stewart gets a nice play there and a first down. And Whitehouse had possession for an entire quarter. Kind of see where this is at. Under 9.5 to play. Chapel Hill driving inside the red zone now for the Bulldogs. And they will. 4th and 15. Got to get it. Man in motion. G. Back to pass. Throwing it across. It's caught by Jonah Reardon. And that's going to be right at the line to gain for a first down. Right at the line to gain. What a play and a throw and catch by Malik G to Jonah Reardon. Whitehouse coaches are arguing that he didn't catch it. But now it's first and goal. G to Stewart. Stewart finds a crease and Ricky Stewart's in for a touchdown. And Chapel Hill, a PAT away from the lead. We have a tie ball game here in Whitehouse, as they have a 14-13 lead here in Whitehouse. Valencia, little pop kick, going to be caught at the 39-yard line, which is where Whitehouse will take over with 6:59 remaining in the ball game. Just Lacombe going to run it up the middle. Gains 2 on the play before a whole pack of Bulldogs come in. And actually gain of about 1 they're going to call. But it'll ring up 4th and 3. JoJo Adams again in the gun. Laughlin to his left. And it's going to be, I think, another false start on Whitehouse. And now, again, the offense is still lined up to go for it with under 5 to play here in the ball game. Whitehouse trailing 14-13. 4th and 8. Snap. Adams looking to throw. Has some time. Rolling. Lofts it downfield. Incomplete. And the Chapel Hill defense holds with 2:13 remaining. This is obviously 4-down territory for Whitehouse, but the last 2 plays have gone for the pass plays, as Carson Lakem, who was the starting quarterback and he got most of the attempts in terms of running, is now at wide receiver. JoJo Adams, play action. Brooks coming up, can't find him, just gets rid of it, and incomplete. Trevor Brooks almost had Adams in his sights, and if he would have gotten him, that would have forced Whitehouse to take a timeout. But this is the opportunity for Trevor Brooks, who kind of plays that Micah Parsons, if you watch the Dallas Cowboys roll. He comes off the edge. He loves to blitz. He's an off-ball linebacker. Can do some damage in coverage, but right there where you saw where he got to pin his ears back and just get after the quarterback, that's what he likes to do. Adams again. Pressure. Overthrown. Incomplete. 4th down. Change of possession, and Chapel Hill will have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Hand off to Stewart. Bounces off a couple tacklers. Still on his feet, still going. A versus field, and Ricky Stewart has green grass in front of him. Does he get in? Touchdown, Chapel Hill. 2nd and 10, the Chapel Hill pass rush getting a little tired, trying to make something happen. Isaiah Collins looked to have been held. Incomplete, and there is a penalty flag. It's going to be a late hit, probably where they are throwing the flag. It might be a late hit. JoJo Adams able to come off the field on his own power. And in at quarterback comes Jackson Gary, who last week was 5 for 12 with 3 interceptions. 3rd and 14. Gary back to pass, has a man, and that's going to be pass interference. And to be honest with you, 15 yards and an automatic first down, you'll take that. Because if he didn't make that play, it could have been easily a touchdown for Whitehouse. 39 seconds to go, 1 timeout. Jackson Gary in the gun. Back to pass, looking left, trying to find a man, and that's going to be incomplete. Chapel Hill playing a little bit of prevent defense here. Rush coming after him. That is caught. 1st and goal at the 6. So I think Coach Reardon Chapel Hill's coaches arguing that the clock should have kept going, and they were able to get all the way up to the line before the clock started. So 18 seconds remaining in the game. Whitehouse knocking on the door. Gary, a roll out, trying to pass, incomplete. 13 seconds on the clock. You'll see probably a lot of that, and anything else has to go to the end zone. Last pass. That is caught. Touchdown. Lane Hooker with the fade route catch. A great pass there by Jackson Gary. And now it comes down to the two-point conversion. Here it is for the tie. Gary in the gun with McLaughlin to his left. It's another fade route, incomplete, but they're going to throw a penalty flag. And here it is, one play to tie, to go to overtime or for a Chapel Hill win. It's Lakem in the gun again. The high snap, it goes down, and that's going to be the ball game. With 3.8 seconds remaining, the two-point conversion is no good. A high snap, Carson Lakem bobbled it, and that is going to be the ball game. Chapel Hill will come out, take a knee, and take the victory.